Things just took a major turn for the Houston Rockets as the status for Golden State superstar Jimmy Butler has just been updated for Game 4, and why the Houston Rockets must have a historic night in order to win Game 4 of the series and tie things back up. Hello, everybody. I am Donovan Ricondo. I am your host for Rockets Digest, where we break down all the latest news, rumors, and updates regarding your H-Town team. And tonight is the night. It's make or break for the Houston Rockets as they go to Golden State and have a pivotal Game 4 against the Golden State Warriors. And with that game, a major update has just been announced by Shams just about an hour ago, saying that, tweeting this out, the Warriors and Jimmy Butler are expecting him to make his return tonight in Game 4. That was revealed just an hour ago. Huge news for tonight's pivotal game. And as we all know, Jimmy Butler suffered a almost like totally dangerous injury in Game 2. It did not look great. He did suffer a little bit in terms of what the injury was. That eventually led to a Houston Rockets win, the only win we've had this series. And things are now looking up for Jimmy Butler. He's looking to play in this Game 4. He's healing a little bit. To go more in detail on what that would look like, Shams said this before Game 3. This was before Saturday night. He said he basically had no mobility, and it's not just about playing through pain or taking pain-killing shots. He literally cannot move well enough to play basketball tonight. Again, that was before Game 3 on Saturday, which a game he was ruled out. So just 2 days ago, he could barely move. He had no mobility in his body. From what I heard today, from the reports by Shams, he said that today Jimmy Butler participated in shoot-around. He was a full participant. He was able to do all of that stuff. He had more mobility within him, and he's not going to be 100% as they have said. He's played 42 minutes in Game 1, which is, kind of typical with what he's done in the playoffs throughout his entire career, playing those high amount of minutes. But he is not going to be 100%. He's still going to play, but he's not going to be to the level that he knows he can be at. Now, what that looks like is going to be determined tonight. We don't know, a 90% ready Jimmy Butler is still a heck of a basketball player. So we're going to see what exactly we get off that. If they're going to use him as a decoy, if he's able to be score offensively. This is Jimmy Butler, so we know that he is one to hustle and do everything he can. If he's playing, he's going to go full on, full out. And so Steve Kerr talked about this. He said, I asked Rick Celebrini, that's the director of sports at the Golden State Warriors, that question today, and he wasn't sure. He said it's going to depend on how he's feeling once he's out there. So his minutes, how they're going to use him, it's all going to be on the fly. Everything they're doing is going to be on the call right then and there. Is Jimmy Butler healthy? All right, we're going to keep him in. We're going to have him be our second threat after Curry, and we're going to go from that. That's TBD. Again, he is not going into this game 100%, but he is going to be out there for sure. Now, there's a lot to say about this. I've talked a lot about it in my last video regarding, the defense we have to play and limiting Curry. If Jimmy plays, you got to limit Jimmy because he can be dangerous. He can go off any which way that he can possibly do. We've seen him do it plenty of times before. But listen to this. The Rockets must do something tonight that they have historically been very, very bad at. You look at their Rockets tonight with the announcement of Jimmy Butler playing this game. Or even before that, they already had this number set. They were underdogs, 3.5-point underdogs for tonight's game. And this is the stat that caught my attention. And it's like, wow, we really need to be at another level tonight. We cannot be the same Houston Rockets because the Rockets, as you see, have a 1-12 record all time in playoff road games at Golden State. Not great at all. And this is a game tonight. Tonight's Game 4 in San Francisco, in the Chase Center. They need to win to avoid a 3-1 series deficit. Because once you enter that space of that 3-1 series deficit, chances are is you are losing that series. I explained it. There's only been 13 teams in NBA history that have come back from that deficit. Not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying the likeliness of all that happening, it's not a position you want to be in if you are the Houston Rockets. Not at all. So that's why tonight, the Houston Rockets must do something that they've only done once before. And that's win a road game at Golden State and avoid this 3-1 deficit that we are not hoping to be in. Certainly, if all things go right, if we play like the 2 seed that we are, things can be okay. Now, what are those things? What possibly, can we do? Well, there's this scouting report right here via NBA.com. It's talking about the things that the offense has struggled with. Yes, the offense is not great. It was not great game 3. It was not great game 1, excuse me. The free throw percentage, 58.3% of their 24 free throw attempts. Not going to cut it. You can't shoot sub 60 free throws, free points in a matchup that's going to be so close. When you're going to the Chase Center, it's going to be an electric atmosphere. It's one of the best atmospheres in the NBA. You got to bring your A game. Fans are going to be loud, but you got to hit down shots. You got to have a better perimeter shooting. You were held to 39.5% shooting from the field. That's got to go up. We talked about Jalen Green before. He's got to be the guy. You have to be the guy. Second overall pick. This is your time to show it. I get it. It's your first series. It's, the first time you're playing in the playoffs. We get that. But now you got to prove it. You have to prove it that you are the man for this job, for this team. A team that has, we've seen the names of being thrown around in terms of trades. Oh, Jalen Green can go here. We can get D-Book. We can get KD. There's all those things out there. He has a chance to put that all out of the window tonight. Do it in Game 5. Do it in Game 6. Hopefully, then the series is over. But Jalen Green's definitely got to show out. Got to do these things in order to do what we came out and set to do this season. And Rockets head coach Ime Udoka spoke on this. He talked about, the lineups possibly using for this game, on what to do, what's going to get us, increased energy. And it's something we've talked about on this channel before, about playing more guys. He says, we're looking at everybody. When asked about the possibility of Cam Whitmore or Reed Sheppard getting some playing time during this series, he says, whatever spark we need, we will look at that. And fair. Completely fair. Nothing's off the table. Again, he's considering all options. If we can get some more consistent shooting from a guy like Reed, from a guy like Cam Whitmore, from a guy like Aaron Holiday, has proven to be a three-point shooter at some times. And so if we can get those guys in the lineup, if they call for it, if we need that spark, Ime is going to do that. Ime will do that. And so we'll see how this Game 4 definitely pans out. It's going to be a tough one. You're going to have to do something you haven't done in a long time. In a long time. And in the last 13 times, you've only done it once. You've only done it once in Golden State. But this is not the same Rockets team. We said it before. We'll say it again. This is not the same Rockets team. And if this team truly believes that, Game 4 tonight should be proof as to why this team is different, why they are a second seed, and why they deserve to be the second seed and deserve to be one of the top teams in the NBA. Because they're not getting that respect elsewhere. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but the team in the West with the second best chances to make the finals this year are the Warriors. The 7th seed. The team we are currently playing. Not the Rockets. Not any of the other 3 to 16 seeds, 3, 4, 5, 6. None of them. It's the Warriors. And this is a time for the Rockets to prove that they are the team to be in the West and why they deserve to go into the second round of these playoffs. It's going to be a fantastic game tonight. It's going to be a heck of a game. Hopefully our guys can pull it off. Let me know in the comment section. Score predictions. Who do you think is going to go off? Who's going to be our leading scorer? And if you made it to the end of the video, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Stay in the loop for all your Rockets content. And we'll see you guys next time on Rockets Digest. Take care.